Thanks, Kate. Thanks for coming along today. Thanks to Resources Rising Star for putting on another great event. So what's Ordell Minerals about? Well, we're a junior gold explorer looking to unlock the next significant discovery in the Murchison district of Western Australia. Our flagship asset is the Barramaya Gold Project that's located right next door to Ramelius's Mount Magnet gold mine. We listed on the ASX in July of 2024, and since that time we've completed a number of drill programs and got some great results from those programs. We're in the middle of a 10,000 metre program that we're looking to complete before Christmas, and we'll have plenty of news flow from that program over the next couple of months. We currently have 62 million shares on issue, and we've got a market cap of around $26 million. We're well funded to complete the work program that we have in front of us at our Barramaya project and our Goodyear project down the southern Yilgarn of Western Australia, and the Fisher South project up in the northeastern goldfields of Western Australia. All three of these projects, we can work them all year round. They're easy to access. They're all very underexplored but highly prospective for gold. And importantly, they're all near mining infrastructure. We've got a strong board and management team. Tommy McKeith's our chair. Tommy's on the board of a couple of ASX listed companies, including Evolution Mining. He was the chair of Genesis Minerals while I was the MD there, and we had a lot of success there together. Darren Gordon's also on the board. Darren's with Centaurus. He was the MD there. Then you just heard from Roger talking about Centaurus. And Jeff James is our company sec and CFO, and he's a very experienced operator and keeps us on the straight and narrow. Moving on to Barramaya in a bit more detail, the project's located at the southern end of the Murchison Gold Belt, a belt of rocks that stretches over 200 kilometres from north of Meekatharra to south of Mount Magnet. This area has been one of the good news stories in the WA gold industry over the last 3 or 4 years, even before the recent gold price takeoff. For example, we had Musgrave Minerals with the Q Gold discovery and being taken over by Ramelius. We all know the Spartan story with the Never Never discovery at Dalgaranga, and they were also taken over by Ramelius. Ramelius themselves doing very well at Mount Magnet, really turning around that operation. West Gold further to the north, turning around all their operations as well, and a number of junior companies doing very well in the area. So it's a great place to be operating. Mount Magnet itself has got a gold endowment of 10 million ounces through past production and current resources. So it's a good place to be exploring. We acquired it off Genesis Minerals at the completion of our IPO last year. And as I mentioned, we're in the middle of a 10,000 metre drill program. We're testing over a 7 kilometre strike, and we'll have plenty of news flow from that over the next couple of months. So what do we want to do at Barramaya? Well, it's to find another Eridanus type deposit, both in size and style. Eridanus is owned by Ramelius. It's got a resource of 1.3 million ounces at the moment. They've mined over 300,000 ounces of gold from the project, from the deposit. The thing about the Eridanus deposit, it's hosted within a granodiorite host rock. We think we've got a very similar host rock at our Barramaya project, which you can see there. It's highlighted in orange in the wide outline on the right-hand side of the slide there. So we think we've outlined it over about 7 kilometres of strike. So why can we find a large deposit at Barramaya? Well, it sits under about 10 metres of transported cover. The early explorers, first prospectors that looked at this area, they couldn't see through this cover. Exploration really didn't start here until 2009, when our current joint venture partners did a small joint venture with IGO. Exploration really slowly progressed over the intervening years, and it wasn't really until we took it on in 2024 that things started to move forward. So we've got a large area to explore, and there's plenty of upside to the project. So looking at where we've been drilling in a bit more detail, Our find and error data strategy is really taking shape. On this plan here, you can see about 2.5 kilometres of strike that we've been focused on over the last really 18 months. More recently, we've been focused on the McNab's East area in the centre of the slide there. That orange shaded area with the white outline that runs east-west across the slide there is the granodiorite intrusion, which is the host rock to the gold mineralisation. So that's what we're really targeting. At McNab's East itself, we've outlined over 700 metres of strike, a really strong zone of gold mineralisation that we're continuing to expand. You can see some of the nice shallow drill results on the left-hand side there listed out and also shown on the plan view there. So over the next couple of slides, we'll have a look at a couple of sections, one running east-west and one running north-south. So here we're looking at a section along the strike of the mineralisation here. We're looking to the north. On the west is on the left-hand side. The depth of transported cover, as I mentioned before, is about 10 metres, and the red shaded zone you can see there is highlighting the gold mineralisation. So it starts on the western side and plunges gently to the east. So there's a nice zone of shallow gold mineralisation that we've developed there. It's completely open along strike and at depth, and we're continuing to drill there at the moment. On the next slide, we'll look at a cross-section through the left-hand side of that slide. Here we're looking to the west. That red zone again is the zone of gold mineralisation, some nice wide zones of gold there. All we think is very open pittable. Here the granodiorite intrusion, the host rock to the gold mineralisation, is about 200 metres thick, and it dips at about 45 degrees to the south, and it's completely open. So the program that we're completing at the moment involves some detailed RC drilling through the shallow zone of McNab's East. We've completed that work. We're now drilling out to the west of McNab's, extending the mineralisation there over about 500 metres of strike, and we're also looking to continue to extend the mineralisation at McNab's East at depth and along strike. Out on the right-hand side of the slide there, we've completed a 5,000 metre air core program targeting the Barramaya intrusion out in that area. So we expect plenty of good news from this drilling over the next couple of months, as I mentioned. So over the next couple of slides, we'll look at our other two projects quickly, just touch on them. Goodyear, the first one we'll have a look at. It's in the southern Yilgarn of Western Australia. We're 15 kilometres from the town of Norseman. We have over 30 strike kilometres to explore there. This is an early stage gold project. We've only just got started on it. We sorted out our heritage over the last couple of months. We've completed our first sampling program here. All the previous work has been done here has been looking for nickel sulfides and PGEs. So we're looking for gold. The work that was done previously, while they were looking for nickel and PGEs, they were also analysing for gold. You can see in the top right-hand side of that slide there's the GD 1, 2 and 3 areas. So we've gone back to the old geochem anomalism and resampled it recently and validated that anomalism. So we've got some really strong drill-ready targets out there that are ready to drill, and we'll drill them in the coming couple of quarters. But before we do that, we've got a large zone there, the Goodyear East target zone, that we're going to infill sample. So currently the sample spacing's on 800 metre line spacings, and we'll take that down to 200 metre line spacings, and then we'll follow up with air core drilling the anomalies generated from that. So we really think it's a very nice exploration target here, and we're getting stuck into it. And at Fisher South, which is up in the northeastern Yilgarn of WA, we're along strike from the Dingo Range project of Emerald Resources that they're looking to get into production in the next couple of years. We signed a heritage agreement in the middle of this year. We completed our first survey, heritage survey, last month. We're waiting on that report, and we'll be ready to drill this in the first quarter of 2026. It hasn't been looked at since the year 2000. We think it's got all the right rock types, all the right structures running through there to host gold mineralisation, and it sits under transporter cover. So this slide, we're just summarising what's going on over the next, really the next half. So plenty of drilling going on at Barramaya, the work I've just mentioned at Goodyear and Fisher South. So in summary, what I want you to take away from this, Ordell's a tightly held, highly leveraged gold explorer. With a market cap of $25 million, there's plenty of upside to any exploration success that we expect to have. Our Barramaya project's coming along very well. We've had some great results from the drilling we've done so far, and we're in the middle of a 10,000 metre program. We'll have plenty of news flow from that. Thank you very much.